Hello, Odion Ighalo.
Hi.
Welcome to the exclusive on Tregum TV.
Thank you very much.
What's it like for footballers during the holidays? What have you been up to?
We call it holidays, but me, it's always difficult. Even I think I rest more when I'm outside
While you are
Nigeria,
playing football.
Yeah, because after training I go home and sleep. But when I'm in Nigeria, I don't rest because the people they don't see you always. They only see you once in a year or twice in a year and all that. So they want to come, spend time and all that. So my house is always filled up. People always invite me for engagement, for stuff and all that. So just try to manage everything bit by bit. But
How much training do you do during the off season or while you're on holidays? How much work do you put in?
yeah, I train because I like training a lot, and most especially when it's closer to when I'm gonna go back. I like to train so that we be a little bit ahead. So when I start preseason, everything not just fall on me and get too tired and all that. So I like to train. If I don't train for like 2-3 days or 4 days, it's like maybe I've not trained for a week, So I like to keep my fitness level, even though it's just to run on a bike for 20-30 minutes a day is fine. Like today, I didn't do nothing because I came back from orphanage. Stuff I did yesterday, I was so tired. So my trainer came this morning, was calling my phone. I said, no, today.
No work today.
No, I can't get up from the bed. I was so tired. So that's why I didn't do nothing today. But tomorrow morning, Christmas, we're having training in the morning.
Oh, okay, great. Let's go back a bit to the beginning and let's talk about your childhood. What was it like for you growing up?
Well, I've said that times without number, because it's not really easy, but thank God for where I am today because I was born and brought up in Ajigule, And back then, it's not easy. I don't know if anyone here knows or have been to Ajigule, then you know what I'm talking about, It's difficult for me to pull out from there, for me to go out from there. It's a difficult task, because it's a ghetto and all that, But I started from there when I was going to primary school, playing from the primary school, then from there playing in the secondary school and all that, From there, from the principal cup and all that, I finished my secondary school. It was not easy. That's why I say every time I talk about my career, I mention God. After God is my mom, because sacrificed a lot for me. He did so much for me to be who I am so today. So I don't joke with her. When I didn't have any support, then she was the one doing everything for me and all that. So that's it.
But it wasn't easy. You spoke about your mom being of great support. You didn't mention your dad. How influential was he?
Yeah, at the beginning, my dad, because when I go to play football and I come back home, sometimes I don't do my homework, sometimes I don't do the house work and all that, I don't even read my book and all that. My dad is not happy about that because I have seen my elder ones and all that. They go to school, they go to university, they're doing well. So he wanted me to do the same thing, But me, I said, no, I want to play football. So we have like a face-off and all that, Sometimes he and my mom, we have some arguments, arguing, and my mom said, you have to leave him and all that. But when I started playing and playing professional, my dad, he was my number one fan because he started watching me. He said, you have brought my name out. His son name is all over the world and all that. So he loved it, and later, but at the beginning, it was difficult because he wanted me to go to school. He believed in school then, but nobody knew football was going to be my destiny, So, but later on, he supported me before he died. He was so proud of me, prayed for me and all that. So I'm really happy about that, And I think for me, they are my biggest fans with my kids.
So at what point did everything change from you focusing on your studies, going to school full-time, to then following the football path? At what point did you realize that was it for you?
Yeah, when I finished my secondary school, I did JAM. I write my JAM because I got my papers and all that, So I did JAM, and they seized the JAM in the location we did the exam. That school, they seized all the old JAM there. Then I said, maybe God is telling me something. Then and I went fully to my training and all that. Started going to training and all that. And I was lucky. My grassroots team, I was training with the Olodi Warriors, they called it. Then I had a friendly game with Julius Berger in Abeokuta, which Coach Fatama was the coach then, so I went with them. So I did well. So Coach Amao picked 2 players to remain in the camp with them to do trials. So me and one other guy. So I did the trials with them and all that. So then I pick only me and send the other guy away. So that's when they registered me for the feeders team, you know. I was in the feeders team, then after week 9, you know, Nigerian League, they say week 9 they can register player and all. Then I registered me for the main team. That's how my career just started playing with the first team, doing well. That's it.
Who was your greatest influence at that level? Someone that you remember fondly at that level while you were still, you know, trying to come
in Julius Berger.
Yeah.
I remember when I arrived, I trained 1 or 2 times, few times with Ishola Shaibu. Then it was big player. When I came and first thing Coach Amao asked me, can you play like great player? I said, who's great player? I say Ishola Shaibu. I said, anybody I can say, can you play like great player? Because then it was fantastic. The way he crossed the ball, the way he touched the ball and all that, it was spectacular. So then it was the biggest player then in Julius Berger. So when we started training with the team, then he now left and traveled out.
Okay, so let's move further a bit. If you were not playing football, you know, let's assume that didn't work out. What would you have been doing instead?
Well,
you'd have gone for another jam, maybe.
Only God knows. Maybe I would further my education, because before the season my jam, I was trying to read law in school. You know, I was trying to go for law and all that. Maybe I might have still done that. You know, only God knows. But like I said, God knows everyone's destiny, and He said, okay, this is the right path and all that. So I'm happy.
Okay, let's move to the Super Eagles. You've retired from international football. But let's talk about your experience in the team a bit. What was it like the first day you were called up to the Super Eagles?
It was a dream, you know. It's every player's dream to play with the national team, you know. I was looking forward to that long ago, even before I got invited, you know. So I was happy when I got invited. I did not sleep throughout the night. I was just waiting for me to hit the camp and see how it is, how it feels, you know. And when I came and I trained with the team and all that, when I played my first game, I think I can remember in Uyo against Uganda, which we lost 1-0. Standing on that pitch, singing the national anthem with the first team of Nigeria.
Dream come true.
It's a dream come true. It's a great privilege, because I started thinking in my head, out of almost 200 million Nigeria, I'm selected to represent, not because I'm the best in that position, because if you find in Nigeria, even in Lagos State alone, you have much better striker than me, you know. So I started thanking God. This is a privilege, and I'm happy. Then from there, I never looked back, you know. So I'm happy. It's a dream come true, because it's every player's dream to play and to represent the national team.
Which players influenced you? You know, Super Eagles players. Obviously, the likes of Ekini, you know, strikers before you, but who was the particular person you always felt like you'd love to emulate?
Well, a lot of Nigerian strikers, they did so well and all that. Striker like Yakubu Egbeni, Obafemi Martins, those are people I respect so much. Ekini, though didn't watch him play so much, but Yakubu Egbeni, Obafemi Martins, Kanu Nwankwo, they are great players, which they have done well for the country. When I was growing up and coming to the national team, I watched the way they play and all that, and they did so well.
Did you guys really believe in the jersey superstition in the Super Eagles?
I don't believe, because when I came, when I was not doing well, they were not scoring and all that. They say, superstition, you don't have to use
white
that
jersey, green jersey.
Green jersey, even the number 9 too.
Yes, number 9 jersey.
They say this. I see. They say you should change jersey. I say this jersey. You see how I'm going to use it and score goal before I leave this national team. So I don't believe, you know, I'm a Christian. I believe so much in God. So I don't believe anything about superstitions. Whatever happened in life, I just feel that is how God wants it to happen. because everything in life have advantage and disadvantage. So people say about the green jersey, superstition. We have won some games with that green jersey. Remember, we played in the qualifiers and all that. We won to qualify for the Nations Cup with that green jersey. So I don't believe there's any superstitions in that green jersey. So, but people will always read meaning when things are not going on well. So Nigerians. So
okay, but even in camp, and we've heard a lot of footballers talk about this, especially in the past. I don't know how often it's talked about, or it was talked about while you're in the Super Eagles, about juju, players using juju for other players.
I'm not going to comment on that. Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not going to comment on that.
But you don't believe in it? It's not something...
I don't believe in it, but I know so many things are going on in the national team. You either you hold God or you hold the other side. That's it. That's what I'm going to say. You either you go down your knee and pray to God, you play safely and live there, or you go to the other place and protect yourself. That's it. That's what I'm going to say.
Yeah, that's good. Okay, so since you retired from Super Eagles, have you been contacted by the NFF, Coach Raw? Has there been talks?
Me and Rod, we talk almost every day. Even yesterday, he messaged me, congratulations for my 2 years anniversary, for my orphanage, I'm doing well and all that. We talk almost every time, Coach Raw is like a father to me. He brought me back after the World Cup, what happened in the World Cup, and I said, no, I'm not going to go back to the national team. It's 100% because of him that I came back. He convinced me, talked to me and all that. Say, I know you are not fairly criticizing the way people are saying that it's too much to go to your family and all that, but I want you to come back and come and prove them wrong, because I know you're a good striker, you're a good person. I know the support you give the team. I know what you're doing for the team and all that. Not apart from the football and all that. I want you to come back. I said, Coach, I'm not going to come back because this is too much. This is beyond football, I'm a professional. I get criticized every time. I take it because this is my job. But don't go beyond criticism. I'm threatening my family, calling my little kids bastards, saying you're going to kill my kids, going to burn my house and all that. It's beyond football. So I said, no. What am I gaining? Even the club don't want me to even go to the national team game because they pay me more than what I'm, So, but it's your national team. It's a pride for me to represent my country. Anytime I've been called upon, I want to even leave the next day. Even sometimes we have game in the weekend, I just want that game to finish so that I come straight to Nigeria, come and play for the national team because it's a privilege. That's why I always call, not because I gain anything from it, money-wise or anything. So I've been in contact with him. He always talk to me. You have to come one day and all that. I said, Coach, I'm not thinking about that for now, but we'll see in future. I said, the team, you have a young squad. We need your experience and all that. I can even play you on a senior up front and all this kind of thing. I said, Coach, I know you meant well, but now I just want to respect my decision of watching the team from afar, supporting them and all that, and they are doing it so well. Simeon scoring goals both in the country, both in Nigeria and for his club and all that. The young guys are doing well, so just need to encourage them and back them and give them the right tools to keep doing well.
So when you say for now, it means that you're not ruling it out totally at the moment. On a scale of 1 to 10.
Because we are human, because I got to understand that you can never say never in life, because after the World Cup, I said never. I even swore that I'm not coming back to the Super Eagles. But what happened? I came back. So that's why I've learned my mistake. That I will never say never in life. Even though it's not going to happen, but I will never say never in life. That's why I said you don't know what will come up tomorrow. For now, I'm not part of the setting anymore.
Okay. Victor Osimhen, that's the man who's been touted to be your successor. He's scoring goals like you mentioned already. What do you make of him as a footballer, as a young footballer?
I love him, most especially because he's from the same state with me. He's humble. He's a good player. I've watched him. I've trained with him and all that. I do talk to him. I do advise him. I do speak to him. Even in the Nations Cup in Egypt, he was not happy. He was not playing. So then I saw the way he's training now went down. He was not, he don't have the feeling to train very well. So after one train, I called him. I said, Victor, He's the first person I told that I'm going to stop. I said, Victor, after this Nations Cup, I'm going to stop. You have seen you've played. I think you are the one that is going to continue because I've seen you have what it takes to lead this attack. Don't mind what is going on now because people are watching your character, how you train and all that. Don't say because you're not playing much now you're going to bring your training, how you do and stuff like that. Keep working out. I told him what I passed through in the Eagles before I start playing regularly. So I told him, I said, you're a good player. I want you to take over from me because I know you can do it. So I spoke to him, he appreciated that, and the next day he kept working on and on. And we do talk time to time. I always advise him, I say, you have to work hard. You have to be humble, always ready to learn. Don't get carried away with hypes, because you people that are the one that's killing all those young boys when you start hyping and all that, Some get carried away. Why? It seems like very humble boy. He's not going to get, because he's a good player. And I'm telling you, in a year or 2 years' time, you'll see he's going to be playing for one of the big teams in the world because he have what it takes to play in any team in this world because I can see the hunger in him. I can see the fighting spirit. I can see the never say die. He can put leg in any ball because he's hungry to play. That's what I was doing when I was very young, like I said, So he's a very good player and I'm happy he's doing well. I just want him to just keep concentrating and keep working hard and never get carried away because we footballers sometimes we get carried away when the success is too much. But sometimes you have to pinch yourself a bit and say, no, this is not what brought you to where you are. Be humble and keep working because there's a lot to gain and there's a lot to achieve in football.
Okay. So what do you make of the future of the Super Eagles with all these young players coming through? What's your projection of what the Super Eagles will be in the next few years?
The team is young. They are doing well. They are the future. And I think in the next few years, they're going to be the best in Africa because if you see the players that is there, they are very young. And if they can keep these players together and keep this coach to groom them, to keep working with them very well, they're going to do wonders in Africa and world football because we need continuity. You understand? You see, since we're good, Coach Genetro has been there. You see the continuity. 1 or 2 we go out, we bring in 2 or 3 again to blend. 1 or 2 we go out, we bring in 2 or 3 to blend. That's what we need in our football. Not iron and firing today and all that. So the stability of the team will be down. Because when the coach comes in, he's going to bring his own player that feels he can work with, And you're not going to blame him because he believes Mr. B can do better for him than Mr. A that Genetro picked. So we just need continuity, keep supporting the team. Every time you're not going to win games every time, but let the building process keep going like that. You'll see what this team will do in the future.
A tough one. Who was your best pal in the Super Eagles?
Everybody, that's my best pal. I can't pick one. I've stayed in the room with Elders in a Chejile, very funny guy. Stayed in the room with Kenneth Omero, who is crazy, nice guy and very humble. Stayed in the room with Ezenwa, this last Nations Cup. It's Ezenwa I stay with, so we have so much bond together. I've stayed with Daniel Akpeyi, Carly came. I've stayed in the room with so many people.
So not one person.
All of them were teammates because I'm a free spirit person, so I go along with everyone. So I don't have. When we are in room together, you say, okay, my roommate is my best pal because we go out together to eat, we come in together, we sleep together, and all that. But aside that, we talk to every one of them. So.
Okay. Another tough question. I want you to give me your all-time best 11 Super Eagles.
Super Eagles all-time.
Best 11.
Wow.
So goalkeeper, defenders, midfielders, and forwards.
I would say goalkeeper Vicente Yama. From the right wing, I would say Mobi Okparaku. From 3, I would say that's in the Chejile. 5 and 6, I would say Trosekong and Gentle Giant.
Okay, Uche Okechukwu.
Uche Okechukwu. In the middle, I'm gonna put Ndidi, Mikel. On the flank, I'll put Ndidi, Mikel, and JJ.
Okay, so 3 players in midfield.
Yeah. Then the 3 top, of course, I'll put myself.
Okay.
Then on the wing, I'll put Musa. On the left, I'll put Musa on the left, put Finidi on the right.
Okay. Quick fire questions. Best stadium is played in?
I've played in a lot of good stadiums, but I would choose Wembley.
Best vacation spots all over the world?
I love Dubai.
Ronaldo or Messi?
2 of them are great players, but like I said, I love Ronaldo because of his hard work.
Pele or Maradona?
Maradona.
Jollof rice or fried rice?
Jollof rice.
Nigerian jollof or Kenyan jollof?
Nigerian jollof rice with plantain and assorted.
Jose Mourinho or Pep Guardiola?
I love Guardiola's style of play, but I love Mourinho's character.
Barcelona or Real Madrid?
Real Madrid.
Tennis or basketball?
Tennis.
Roger Federer or Rafael Nadal?
Federer.
Beyonce or Rihanna?
Beyonce.
Kanu or JJ?
You won't put me for my 2 guys now. You won't put. JJ is a magician now, so but I love Kanu. I can't choose one. I choose the both of them, please.
Argentina or Brazil?
Samba boys.
Sir Alex Ferguson or Arsene Wenger?
Of course, Alex Ferguson. Still best manager, greatest manager in Premier. Yes.
Anthony Joshua or Deontay Wilder?
Of course, Anthony Joshua.
Wizkid or Davido?
I love both of them, but I love Davido's character.
Michael Jackson or Bob Marley?
Bob Marley.
Hollywood or Nollywood?
Nollywood.
You played in Italy, you played in Spain, you played in England.
Maybe Norway too.
Yeah, you played in Norway.
And in China now.
And in China now. Okay, yeah, so five countries.
Yeah.
And you played in Nigeria, obviously. But let's leave Nigeria as it. The 5 foreign countries where you played football, where have you found the most comfortable, that you enjoyed the most, the best city of all those cities you played football?
This is a difficult one.
Yeah, it is.
Because I had a very good time in Granada in Spain, and I have a very good time in Oslo, but in Premier League, in Watford, in London, it's one of the best. But China is nice, Shanghai is a beautiful city. It's difficult to pick, but I love Granada because the weather is nice. In Spain, it's sunny, nice weather, good food, good climate. Even though it's a small city, it's not a big city. But we all know London is one of the best cities in the world, if not the best. So, and my family live there, so it's difficult for me to pick. But those are nice cities, and I was very, very okay too in Oslo. It's a nice city, beautiful city, very cold, but I love it.
Troy Deeney, your former teammate at Watford, he says a lot about you, waxes lyrical about you, always saying good things about you. Do you guys still keep in touch?
Yeah, we talk once in a while. Yeah, he's a good player, he's a good guy, a good captain, a good fighter. Apart from being a good player, he has a good character. You know, he has a good character. He fights for the team, he works hard, and I've never seen a captain that works even much better than the other guys. If you see your captain running the way he's running, then you'll be pushed to even work hard because he gives everything in the field. So he's a nice guy. Apart from his football, he's a very nice guy, very funny guy.
He says you are one of the best players he's played with. Is he one of the best players you have played with?
Yeah, one of the best player partner. We are like twins. We destroyed Premier League in our time in 2015. I can remember I scored 15 or 16 goals. He scored 13. They rate us then the best partner in Premier League because we have problems to defend that. There's a moment some teams started playing 5 at the back because of us, because you can't contain us, because he's a bully type. He's strong. When he goes up, I go behind with speed and all that, and run and have techniques and do all sorts of things. So we really did well in Premier League when we played together. So I miss him sometimes, for some of the club I've played in. I have somebody like Troy, when he just goes up, I already know I'm running behind because I know he's gonna win the ball because he's good in area balls like that. When he goes up, and sometimes he doesn't even look. When the ball just comes to me, just play it. He knows I'm fast. He knows I read him and all that. So sometimes I miss him though, but you have to keep going and keep doing your best. One of the best strikers I've played.
Okay. So there were talks then that you were going to move to Manchester United. That was very rife. But then recently, I think it was March this year, there were rumors that you were going to move to Barcelona. Tell us about that. How did it play out?
That was in January.
Okay,
because,
January.
Because my team got relegated in China, so I needed to move and all that. So I got some calls. Then I passed them to my agent and all that. They said they might be interested from Barcelona and West Ham then and all that because they're looking for like a standby striker for Suarez because he was getting injured and they want somebody that has experience in playing in Spain because I played in Spain for almost 5 years, 3 years in La Liga and all that, So they mentioned my name to them and all that, but I told my agent that, but it's on loan and all that for just 6 months. I told my agent and we discussed about it. He said that's not a good move because after 6 months, what next, So when I thought about it, I said no. Then I went to Shanghai. I got 3 years contract and I finished playing 1 year, so I have 2 more years left. And they brought in Boateng then, which he did not even play much, So I was just thinking, this is what have happened. Then after then, what is the next move?
Were you not concerned about, or were you not attracted about the desire to play with a player like Messi?
I'm a principled guy, Messi is the greatest, if not the greatest, is one of the best players. I've played against him when I was in Spain. I've played against Ronaldo and all that. So it would be a great privilege to play on the same side with him, but it's not going to fit my family after I finish playing football. I have to think the long run of my own future.
About you playing and getting on the pitch?
Yeah, I have to think about the long run of me playing regularly for clubs to see me, and again I have to secure my future, because imagine playing 6 months. What is the next thing for me? But I have a 3 years contract which is guaranteed for me, money wise, playing wise and all that, to secure my future for my family and all that. So you have to wait, I don't get carried away with emotions and all that. I do what is right for me and my family, not what people want. I got criticized and people say shit, but they can say whatever they want to say. But me, I'm the one who's wearing the shoe. I know where it pinch me on my foot. So.
Who's the one player you would have loved to play with though? The one player you'd give anything to play with?
Cristiano Ronaldo. You know why? He's a hard-working guy. Messi is blessed. Messi can do anything, but Cristiano works daily to achieve all what he has achieved, If I see Cristiano work rate for his age now, for what he has achieved, sometimes it pushes me to get up from the bed when I say I'm tired to go and work. That's why sometimes I train out and all that. It inspires me too much because for his age, for what he has achieved, he still push himself, So I would love to play with him in the same side. Though I've played against him and all that, but I love to play inside.
Okay. Let's talk about your orphanage. We are coming back a bit now. What inspired your orphanage? Why did you decide to go that route?
Yeah, I was born in Ajegule, and I know it was difficult, when I was growing back then, it was not really easy. It was not really easy because going to play football, you don't have anybody that supports you and all that. It's only my mom. And sometimes when you're going through the ghetto in the field there to go and train, you see some babies that they give birth to, they throw them because the mom cannot take care of them. They'll just throw them. They will be crying and all that, You hear in the morning when you're going to train, government will come and take the kids, So all those things, it touches me, Then I was joking, I said, when I grow up, I'm going to build an orphanage to take care of kids like this and all that, That was long ago. So when I started playing professional football in Europe and all that, those things keep coming in my mind that you say you're going to build an orphanage. When I see people doing charity and all that, though I still do my charity then, but when it come in my mind, I will swing it up. I say, no, I'm not ready. I don't have that kind of money. But the moment I decide that, no, next year by God's grace, if God bless me, I'm going to do this. I'm going to build an orphanage. I want to take care of kids and all that. Then, boom. God sees my heart that I'm really going to do it and bless me beyond. I built my orphanage before I built this my house, which I was very happy about. I think that's what opened the blessings for me that God gave me this, because when I decided to build my orphanage, people say, are you crazy and all that? Where are you going to get money from and all that? But I bought the land, the place. I was doing it bit by bit, telling the structure and all that. And started doing it. I almost completed it before God take me to the next level. If I even bought this land of building this mansion, I already built my orphanage. So that's why I said it's a blessing in disguise, So, and it has been my joy taking care of the less privileged and putting smile in their face. I wish you were there yesterday to see the way the kids are happy, dancing, eating, sharing moments with me. I don't think there's anything in life compared to that for me, because this is what I want, this is what I want to do, and this is what gives me joy, and I'm happy I'm doing it. So I'm very grateful to God for the opportunity.
Let's talk about your wife and your kids. Do they watch all your matches? Are they always watching your matches? And for your kids, would you love them to be footballers?
Yeah, my first son and my second son, they play football. My fourth son loves football more than my second son. My second son is just catching up now because he loves being on iPad for 24 hours, but he loves football now. I want them to play football, but I can't decide their destiny, I would love my sons to take over from where I stop, where I'm going to stop. But if God said that's not their future, what am I going to do? And they live in UK, it's not here you're going to force a kid to do whatever. They're going to decide what they want to do, and you just have to support them. You can't force them to do it. So I just pray and hope they keep loving football and continue doing which they are doing, so that they will take over from where I'm going to stop.